All right, happy Tuesday. Okay, a couple of items for you at the top. Today, President Biden is issuing an executive order requiring federal contractors to pay a $15 minimum wage to hundreds of thousands of their employees. These workers are critical to the functioning of federal government, from cleaning professionals and maintenance workers to nursing assistants who care for the nation's veterans to cafeteria and other food service workers who ensure we all have healthy and nutritious food to eat, to laborers who build and repair federal infrastructure. The executive order will increase the hourly minimum wage for federal contractors to $15 in new and renewed contracts and contract options starting in January 2022. This increase must be implemented by March 30th, 2022. Continue to index the minimum wage to an inflation measure so it keeps up the cost of living. With the cost of living, eliminate the tipped minimum wage for federal contractors by 2024, ensure a $15 minimum wage for federal contractors with disabilities, and restore minimum wage protections to outfitters and guides operating on federal lands. Also, as you may remember, and I think this announcement just went out, but President Biden signed a Made in America executive order directing federal agencies to ensure taxpayer dollars supporting American manufacturing. We've been, of course, hard at work delivering on that commitment, and today the President announced the appointment of Celeste Drake as the nation's first Made in America director, which I think is a great title. As Made in America director within the Office of Management and Budget, she will make sure agencies follow the President's ambitious Buy American commitment and will help continue the work to carry out his bold Made in America agenda. Also today, two more items here. Thanks to the American Rescue Plan, the Department of Health and Human Services is announcing the availability of $1 billion for the construction and renovation of community health centers. The funding builds on President Biden's commitment to ensuring equity and access to COVID-19 response efforts and high-quality primary health care services. Community health centers are a critical pipeline, as we've talked about a bit in here before, for our COVID-19 vaccination efforts, and all over the nation's nearly 1,400 Health Resources and Services Administration funded health centers will be eligible for these funds. Finally, following the President's address to the joint session of Congress, we are launching the Getting America Back on Track tour to highlight the successes of the first 100 days in addressing the crises facing our country, vaccinating America to beat the pandemic, more than 200 million Americans to be exact, delivering much needed financial help to American families, making transformative investments to rescue and rebuild our economy, and fundamentally showing the government can deliver for people. We'll also use the tour to take the case directly to the American people about the vital need for action on the jobs plan and the families plan, which the President will be laying out in detail tomorrow evening, so we can make badly needed investments in the financial security of middle-class families, as well as in jobs, growth, and competitiveness. After the joint session, the President, Vice President, First Lady, Second Gentleman, and Cabinet members will fan out across the country. On Thursday, as you know, the President and First Lady will travel to Georgia, and the Vice President will go to Baltimore. On Friday, the President will travel to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The Vice President will go to Ohio, and the Second Gentleman will head to North Carolina. They will be traveling, of course, next week as well, and we will announce additional stops then.